Watching your lights as you pull away, playing back all our yesterdays. Paper airplanes, city lights and hazel eyes. Well, maybe I'll try and wear your shoes and walk the miles you made me lose. Feeling blackish blue on a road without you. And oh, you're holding all my blood in your heart. And now I'm wading through the love that I lost. You told me not to go when I wanted. Stay sheltered in the warmth of your soul. Breaking through the cold, beckon your bones to come home. I couldn't see a thing when I lifted. It's safe within the still of the storm. I'm looking back with 20/20 vision, and I know I missed it. A mirror of memories looking back, pieces of us in a looking glass, clear as daylight, piercing through an autumn sky. I was drowning in a sea of black and white, lost in a maze of wrong and right. But the colors changed underneath the waves. And oh, you're holding all my blood in your heart. And now I'm wading through the love that I lost. Oh, pull me in before I am gone. Hold me longer while we wander alone. You told me not to go when I wanted. Stay sheltered in the warmth of your soul. Breaking through the cold, beckon your bones to come home. I couldn't see a thing when I lifted. It's safe within the still of the storm. I'm looking back with 20/20 vision, and I know I missed it. The moment I saw you, could this be a new thing? I wondered if we could be. Although we were friends again and again, I tried to convince myself I cannot resist the fact that I love you so. It's crazy how grace can turn bad to a good thing. I would not find myself here. A promise that's given, a love that is driven, the cross that I bear for you. I cannot resist the fact that I love you so. time. So give me a hand, and I ask, will you marry me?